We're gonna do one more rush video for you guys before she goes in the back of the garage, and the beloved fan favorite Fireblade is gonna come back to the front because I need to ride. We're meeting up with a special friend today that we'll introduce, but he has the only other Super Veloce in California, so that's gonna be exciting. Shit, this bike is so loud, man. It literally feels like bass. If you guys ever go to a concert or like a party with like a crazy sound system, this is what this bike feels like. It is straight up bass, like vibrating you. Insane. Oh, that is wild. Why did my trip reset? It just says 1 mile. That's weird. Maybe Mr. MV, since he was the last one to ride this thing. If you guys missed that video, go check it out. We took both my two MV Agustas out at the same time. My Rush and my Super Veloce. That was kind of cool. I never do stuff like that. But yeah, maybe he reset the trip when we dropped off the bike after. But how funny, now we should be we should be doing another Rush and SV event. I think my buddy rode his Super Veloce. I am not sure. He said he wants to ride it. But yeah, he's literally the only other owner here in California that has one. We're the only two that has them. So we'll talk a little bit more about it when we go meet up with him and ride. The shifter feels good now. I adjusted it. I think last time when I rode this thing, she was feeling a little off. But yeah, not anymore. She feels a lot better now with the adjusted shifter. If you guys missed it, I took out the adapter. So this bike is a 22 model, so it needed an adapter for the quick shifter. Since this was a GP shift, you couldn't just flip it. You needed something to push it out. On the newer model, I took it out to put on the Super Veloce because I was like, I'm going to be using that way more. But on the Super Veloce, I didn't really need it. MV Agusta locally adjusted that adapter OEM, so I don't even need it anymore. So shout out to MV Agusta for updating their newer models and making them more user-friendly. The only thing I need to do, which I wanted to do right now, but I didn't want to be too late on my homie since we're both pretty hungry. This is our breakfast/lunch. But I want to do, since this bike has electronic suspension just like the Super Veloce, I want to take the Super Veloce settings because I copied the Super Veloce settings from my R1M, since my R1M has electronic suspension as well, but I've tracked that bike and I got it dialed for my preference. There you go. I was waiting for these pops. Moto cop right in front of me, so we are gonna be super chill, and I'm gonna hide perfectly next to this car. I don't know, man. Sometimes I get on this thing, I'm like, I think this might be louder than the SV, but then I get on the throttle of the SV and I like when I see it rev and I'm like, nah, the SV is louder. This just has like such a deep bass where the exhaust is placed too. It just feels like it's a lot, which is crazy because this thing still has cats in the headers. Right next to the fire. I think I heard one time a buddy said that apparently like one of the fire things pulled him over. I don't even know if they can or not, but that's interesting. That Super Veloce is just a lot smoother, man. Shifting, everything about it. And they do ride somewhat similar. It's just that, like I was saying, this is a little more clunky. Wait, what in the world? Oh, sorry, I got distracted because I saw an M1000RR. Does the homie have an M1000RR? I thought he was going to be riding a Super Veloce, or is that just literally someone random? That's crazy. He is on the M1000. I'm just going to push my bike next to him. I didn't know. I didn't even know homie had an M1000RR. I literally rode the Rush. That's crazy because I wanted to ride the V4R. And I was like, if he's taking the SV, let me bring the Rush out. But of course he has an M1000RR. He has an insane collection. If you guys saw my Instagram, he has one of these like crazy, it literally looks like a Transformer bike that I've never seen before. And he let me like start it and all, so. Looking clean. My guy. I didn't know you had an M1000. I was like, who's that has an M1000RR?
Yeah. Well, the Rush.
I brought the Rush because I thought you were going to ride the SV.
I was going to ride it tomorrow, yesterday.
It's okay. I'm not complaining. I was going to ride my Ducati, the V4R, which would have been perfect next to this. But I was like, oh, he's on the SV. Let me take the Rush out.
I completely forgot.
Which, you have the exact same one, right, too?
Yeah,
the Rush. That's crazy. He has an insane collection too. I'm filming, by the way, so if you want to be on it or not, just yeah. But yeah, he has the only other, like I said, Super Veloce in California. We're the only two that has it. And he also has a Rush that, where are you keeping your Rush?
Mine is in Mexico right now.
It's in Mexico. Okay, so it's not even technically here. But yeah, he's like one of the only owners I also know that has the exact same colorway, like the 22 Rush, which is the most rare in this colorway. And I didn't even know you had an M1000 II, bro. We just casually pulled up with this. I have an M1000 too. You gotta come check out my collection then. After we eat, just come. It's not a big garage, you know, nothing fancy like your beautiful warehouse. But yeah, I have fun toys at least. So yeah, this is gorgeous, man. I saw this. I was like, what are the odds that someone just randomly pulled up here? And I was like, no.
I was writing this one, but maybe I was wrong.
No.
I was driving actually.
Yeah. I've never seen you like ride until you got the SV. So we'll eat, we'll do a little ride, and then I'll show you the bikes. Yeah. Like I was saying, he has a Rush in Mexico actually, which is insane. Okay, this is rare enough as is right here, so I can't even imagine how rare this would be in Mexico. But yeah, he said he's gonna ship it here because he doesn't ride it as much there when he visits. He also had like an SP, a Ducati Panigale SP, and that was I think he recently got in an accident. Somebody hit him, letting her warm up a little bit. Maybe one of the days I'll go to his spot in LA and we'll do a little review of his collection, because he has a lot of like crazy stuff, and he has even more crazier stuff coming soon. I don't think I know anyone around here that has the 23 M1000 I know one person that is kind of far in Riverside. That's the one I did the review on. Troy used to have one, but he sold it. I did like the last ride on his. His was like all modified stage 3 and all the goodies. Yeah, these are the only two people that I know that have them. Yeah, he said he's getting a full titanium exhaust on his Rush. Oh no, the trip resets every time now. That's interesting. Next ride gotta be with a Ducati. I missed riding the V4R, it's been a while. Hopefully there's some sort of fun event or something going on so I can take it to, or maybe just ride with the boys. But we'll see. One of the next rides is gonna be the Ducati, and then we're gonna put the fire blade back up front and take that bad boy out. Here they are. All the toys.
Holy shit.
The H2R. So H2, that's probably what you've seen more on the channel.
The collar is the one that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Did it come with that all the titanium green bolts, or did you do that?
No, that's all custom.
Yeah.
Green titanium bolts.
Incredible.
Yeah. The Rush actually has gold titanium bolts. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything, this is Thai.
That's sick.
Yeah. A lot of work went into this one too. If you notice, I don't know if yours still has, but you have the mirrors here.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
Ones. How?
Literally cut them off.
Oh, that's insane. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep this because they look sick.
Mm-hmm.
So cut them off, and these are the mirrors.
I love it, dude.
You have it on your M1000.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. These are the ones I need to get for the Rush. I like them way better than the round ones. So it comes with.
Yeah, we custom fit it here for this one, and look how it mounts. It mounts literally to your master cylinder, the mirror.
Oh, that's sick. Wow, you've done everything to them.
Yeah, all the details. That's my V4R. Literally, it's full carbon. The side fairing is painted.
Carbon fiber wheels.
Yes, sir. Same thing with the H2R. Green forged carbon wheels.
Oh.
Yeah, you can come over this way. You can check it out. So he's never had a Japanese bike, and he only likes crazy bikes, obviously, since he has the Rush, the Super Veloce, the M1000. So
This is the next one I need.
Yeah.
Wow, the wheels are insane.
Yeah. I was 50-50 about them in the start because they're so loud.
Yeah.
It's very different from, the OEM wheels that they come on with the same wheels like the H2.
Okay.
But I think it's good for the bike. The bike is a lot, so it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And, full carbon, everything.
Oh, the green bolts
are
amazing.
Yeah, the green bolts there's so much, it's more than just bolts. Like, front axle is green titanium throughout. I have like so many other like big pieces throughout the bike that are like full titanium.
Yeah.
So
So this one's like fully done. There's nothing else you need to do to it, right?
There's always more.
There's always more. There's always something.
I have some back here. So, you see this? Side carbon fairings.
Oh, wow.
For that. So yeah, she's going to be, everything is carbon besides the side and the tank.
Nice.
So these are the sides right here. And then the only thing we'll be missing is the tank. And apparently I found a couple companies that make a full carbon tank for those. So
really?
Yeah, not a cover, like a true carbon tank. So we'll probably get one of those, and this will be the only H2R in the world that's full carbon.
I think it's already like the most fully loaded there is, right?
It's already, yeah.
Yeah, look at it. You killed it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. That's the fun thing about motorcycles for me. A lot of people are like, you know, they just don't care and they just get them to ride them, which I understand. They're fun and all to ride, but for me, it's like an art project almost.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? I have a certain vision and I want to come to life, and then it becomes, you have more of a connection with the bike at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It becomes more
it's
like
you. I mean, it represents you.
Exactly,
sure.
100%. You understand?
Yeah. Oh, I also this one.
I know, the flat chrome.
So beautiful.
He mentioned it the other day when we hung out. And I was like, I think you're talking about the H2, because this is the only year that comes a completely mirror flat chrome. And I have a big roach in the garage too. All right, roach, you can chill there. This is some more titanium stuff. So this is gonna be the cover right here. It's a carbon piece, the supercharger bit. And I'm gonna get the sticker and put it on it. And green tie.
Wow.
You're not even gonna see these. These are gonna go for the fork lowers, which are down there.
Okay.
So you won't even see those, but
You'll know. You'll know.
they're there.
Wow, beautiful. I like the color.
Yeah, no, the green tie is definitely. Yeah. So my M1000. This is stage 3, so that's what we need to do to your M1000. If you want to hear it, she sounds kind of similar to my HP4 Race. They're technically different engines, but somewhat of a similar sound. So I can start this thing because this is a full-on track bike. You need one of those for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You love collecting crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing is that no kickstand, no nothing.
Yeah.
This is the only bike besides the Superleggera that has a full carbon frame.
And there's no way to mount the side stand this one, right?
No, because so usually it goes here onto the frame, which this frame is carbon, so there's no mounting point for it.
Of course, yeah.
And you don't want to drill holes into your frame, so that's the biggest problem.
It's still worth it. Looks like nothing else.
And this is the world's only HP4 Race with an SC Project exhaust. I worked with them and they sent me this like custom, perfectly fitted exhaust for this bike because it comes with a full exhaust system with the Acro.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously that's not loud enough for me. So I want to truly hear the engine, and this was the solution. I'll start for a little bit so we don't suffocate and die.
That sounds good. Well, they're happy here. It doesn't matter. That's a proper exhaust.
So yeah, it's not gonna, the M1000 when you do an exhaust system, it's not gonna sound like it idles like that. Like this has a boo 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 boo. It's gonna sound more smoother. So
Okay.
that's mainly the difference, but it's gonna have a similar tone.
This one is.
Yeah, this is a proper race bike, so it's different. It's the lightest bike ever. Like ever.
It's like 150 kilos, 140 kilos.
Okay, you talk kilos, which is, I'm not very familiar. The rest of the people online are gonna love this, but it's a little different. I know pounds.
Yeah.
Put into perspective, that is also the M1000s are super light. They're track versions, the M1000s, and they're about, I want to say 425, I believe, pounds.
425 pounds. Okay.
This is 375, so it's 50 pounds lighter than an already track bike.
That's insane.
So 50 pounds, and that's stock. I think this one should be around 360 right now with the stuff I've done to it, some weight savings here and there. So probably around the 360 mark, I would say.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So also to put into perspective, that's as much weight as like a Ninja 300, like a 300, 400 cc bike.
Okay.
They weigh the same, but this has 215 horsepower, more than our M1000s.
That is insane.
So, and 50 pounds lighter.
I like those numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like you like collecting crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
This is one of them. And as far as I know, I'm the only one with this. So get one. So we'll be two of us.
I like that idea for sure.
Yeah. And that's what I like. You know, our SVs don't have anything like this, but this is so sick.
Yeah.
Literally a plaque in carbon fiber telling you your number. It says 750, but a lot less were made. Because this is a track bike and it's an $80,000 bike at the time, because it's a track bike, you can't finance it.
Yeah.
So, and you can't ride it on the street. So there's a very small market for people to get one of these.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you have to come in with like pretty much out the door will be like 90 to 100K and cash. And you can't even ride it on the street. So there wasn't as much of people, so the production is actually way less.
Wow.
That's why they're very hard to find. The R1M, we talked about a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty much comes with electronic suspension, more carbon, and I heard titanium internals as well, but power-wise they make the same as the R1.
Okay.
Mainly for the electronic suspension and extra carbon, like all this is OEM carbon, the face and all that. Everything in the rear is aftermarket carbon.
Nice.
Yeah, still love this thing. Always a blast to ride. She's one of the OGs. These two are the OG of the collection.
How long have you had this one for?
I think I got them both in 2020, I want to say. I got this one before everything happened, all the craziness, like in the start of 2020. Okay. So I'm glad I got this, because when everything shut down, I was just out being a menace on this thing.
Enjoying life.
And that's kind of when I started posting a little bit on social media. I was just for fun. And then I think 2021 is when I took social media seriously and I started making it, like posting a lot and as a job. But 2020 was my fun era, you know, with this thing. Yeah, I got it. Streets were empty and just having a blast with it. And then I put a lot of miles on it. I got it like barely any miles. And I think I put like 3,000 miles within the first month.
Wow. Okay.
So I rode it a lot. Nice. And then I was like, okay, I need me a daily. So then I bought a Ducati 1199. And then that just wasn't really good enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't like as happy with it. So I sold it and got an R1M. That was another dream bike. Because, you know, H2 is like the top, R1M is the top. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm set.
With this. Yeah.
But I did try a Ducati. So I got a little bit of that bug. So I was like, I want a better Ducati. So I got a full carbon V4S. Amazing bike. Everything great. That was my first accident. Totaled that bike. Yeah, and then after that, I got even more for the Ducati bug. So I had to get the V4R because that's the pinnacle of Ducati.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be my next one after the SP2.
Dude, now that the stats is to hear about the SP2 being on, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you.
But everything happens for a reason. Get an R.
Yeah, I agree.
Get an R. I won't lie though, the SP are better for the street because they have electronic suspension and they have a different engine. This has a superleggera engine, which revs up to like 17,000 RPM pretty much. So
that sounds more fun. The other one's more comfortable, this one's more fun.
This is definitely more fun. And before I got the H2R, this was my favorite bike to ride out of everything here.
Really?
So fun. This is your type of girl.
Yeah.
This, I always tell people, this is the wifey material back there, that 1000. This is the toxic girlfriend.
Nice.
You know, fun, spicy, but dangerous.
Definitely.
Yeah, the good news is they have such good technology that even if you're doing dangerous stuff, it's still, you know, like you can have fun and it'll still kind of
help you out a little bit.
Yeah, like this, you feel like if you have too much fun, you might die.
Yeah.
This, you'll be all right. It has good enough technology. If you turn it up, they'll protect you. And also, if you have it dialed down, then it won't interfere.
Okay.
So it's just like a safety thing almost.
Yeah, and I think I could do something fun with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be yeah.
We need to get you a V4R. You'll have a blast on it for sure. Guaranteed.
These garages are amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Coming from you, because I know you have a sick collection too. It just have a different type of presence. It looks mean, it is mean.
It looks like a unicorn.
Yeah.
All the details for the green. I really like that.
A lot of work went into it. Even the brake lines.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Every detail.
Steel braided brake lines all the way from the front all the way to the rear as well. Literally all the brake lines are steel braided and lime green, matching the Kawasaki.
Wow, this is quickly becoming one of my favorite bikes ever.
Yeah, it's technically the bike that got me started into riding. Yeah. I saw this online and I saw it on the dyno and I saw it beat like a fighter jet in a Formula 1 car and do the top speed record, and I was like, you can buy this for under $100,000? What?
Yeah, it's insane.
That's when I started shifting from cars to bikes. I was like, okay, listen.
Yeah.
I think this is way sicker. And then I was like, you know, it's a track bike technically, so I was like, it's not realistic. It's still pretty expensive. So this is the street version, which is half the price, and honestly is more than enough power. Yeah. And it has headlights and has fans, since it's not a track bike. This has no fans, no lights.
And this is still over 200 horsepower, right?
Yeah. So this is, out of the box, this is like what, 210, 220 horsepower? This is 330, which is a big jump. Let's just say 100 horsepower more and 50 pounds lighter. Wow.
This is 525. This is 475 when it comes to the weight. But this thing over here, pretty much all I have done is an exhaust and a tune on it and a very aggressive air filter, if you would say. And this thing is pushing like 250 something to the wheel. So this bike should be also close to 300. Realistically, more like 280 crank horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's still not 330. This is also stock. This also got dyno tuned.
Okay.
So it pushed an extra 25 to the wheel. So this should be around 370-ish.
That's insane.
So
that's like a rocket.
Yeah. So technically it's still like about 100 horsepower more than this, but I'm not going to lie. They're not stretched. So regardless of what you do, when you pin it, like they're going to be neck and neck until you reach like high speeds because, you know, I mean, you're fighting wheelies the whole time anyways. So this is more than enough power-wise.
Yeah.
If you want something very crazy, the R is the ultimate. The peak of the pyramid, the apex predator.
Yeah.
Right here, the H2R. Yeah.
Wow. I might do both.
Gotta do both, man.
Yeah.
That's why I have both. These are my favorites. That's why I needed two of them.
That's sick. And your new Aprilia is going to look good here also.
Hopefully. If I get the new Aprilia, then this thing is probably going to go.
Yeah?
Probably, yeah. Well, as you can see, first of all, I don't have room. And second of all, that's another, $70,000-$80,000 bike. So I'll see if I can work a deal with Victor, maybe give him this, and then add some cash and then take the Aprilia or something like that. So hopefully I can work out some sort of deal with that.
Yeah. Wow, I like all of them.
Yeah, I try to get only the limited models. This is the most underrated bike ever.
I have never seen that one before.
She doesn't get as much attention, but this is also limited, about 200-300 of them made.
Really?
It's Honda's best bike. It's a triple R SP.
Triple R.
Yeah. 217 horsepower stock.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's surprising.
Yeah. I compare a lot to the M1000, but on a budget, because those are 40, 45 M1000s that we have. This is 30. But it's almost pretty much as good as the M1000.
Wow.
Yeah. Very underrated. Also one of my loudest bikes here.
Really?
It's insane, dude.
Did it come like this stock or did you
No. This also has everything here is high.
Yeah.
This is stage 3, which you need to do to your M1000. This also has velocity stacks, filter, full titanium system. Everything here is very modified. Nothing. The most stock thing is the Super Veloce, just because I just got it.
Yeah.
And and it already has headers and everything on it too.
Oh, I need to see those.
Yeah. So there's not really much to look at since it's a full fairing bike. But yeah, there's no. You can kind of maybe see a little bit through there. But yeah, it has the headers. If you want, I can go grab the key and start it.
Ah, don't worry, man. We have to ride it next time.
Ah, there you go. Next time you bring yours, we'll have the only two out on the street.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy.
Maybe get some cool shots of them.
For sure.
Also, before you change too much on it, because I know you have a whole project going on with this one.
Yes. Yeah. It's mainly, I like, if you can tell, I like to keep them somewhat OEM looking.
Yeah.
Because I want people to be like, oh, this is this bike, but it looks even better.
Yes.
You know, it's almost like, you know how hypercars, they look the same, but there's a spec on it?
Yeah,
So that's what I do pretty much. I spec my own bikes personally.
Yeah, no.
So that's what I try to do. Like, I want to keep the theme.
Of course.
Just, make it a little extra spicy for me.
Edition, like K edition.
K edition, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow, beautiful.
Thank you, appreciate it. If you had to choose one, which one are you taking?
That's a tough one. I don't know, maybe the H2R.
I was like, you seemed like you're staring at that the most.
That was just blows my mind. I've only seen 3 in all my life.
The only problem is that if you get one and you ride it, everything else is going to feel slow.
I know, yeah.
Everything's going to feel slow, which is honestly a problem. Because it kind of takes away from the experience of the other stuff.
Everything's always under. You can be excited about something, you test it. Just not quite like the H2R.
These two are up there, I would say, just because of the power to weight ratio.
Yeah.
Like this with the build on it and with it has the full acro system and everything like done to it also makes about probably like 240, 250 horsepower, but also it's only like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's way lighter than that. So power to weight ratio, these two do, I feel crazy kind of like that. This just feels like a Bugatti where it's like, it's just power, but it's heavy. These two feel like, I don't know what to describe them as.
Just right under what the beast is.
Just because they feel light, but like because they're so light, they feel super fast too.
Yeah. No, I'd see what you would have to trade this one in. It's the only one. Still, it's beautiful, and that's why
I love it and all. But first of all, I need room, and second of all, I just got one of these, so I need to make smart business decisions. Unfortunately, this one is beautiful, but people on the channel don't watch it as much.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like crazy exciting as like the other ones.
Yeah, and I think it's also because like it doesn't fit. Like if you can see, everything here is a Hyperbike or you know, high-end super bike. This is a hyper naked bike, so it's a little different. Oh, I forgot about this. I need to do this.
Oh wow, those are sick. Carbon fiber canisters.
Full carbon.
Nice.
Yeah. And they tighten from the bottom with like a little ring that I saw came off. No, those are super sick. They're hella overpriced. It's like $500 just for reservoirs.
Really?
But carbon reservoirs.
Yeah.
Usually I don't care too much.
Yeah.
Because you can't see them. They're hidden. But this, since the naked bike was so in your face.
Yeah, of course.
So I had to, you know, do something about it. There we go. Yeah, I'll help you spec your bikes, man.
Yes, please. That's what I need.
I'll just put like a ton of stuff in your cart, buy all this stuff, and your bike will be like the best.
That's exactly what I need. I'm gonna have to go riding a lot now.
Yes. Well, hopefully we'll see you back on the channel. We'll do more rides and
stuff
like that.
Thank you for the invite.
Of course. Thank you for pulling up and bringing your M1K. I didn't even know you had an M1K, but of course you do. You know what I mean? Maybe one day we'll do a tour of your bikes.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I know you showed me, but I never like filmed or anything.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to, you know, check out. I know he has a lot of like, crazy toys that I haven't even seen. Like you showed me the Transformer. I keep forgetting the name.
The P51, the Confederate.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even. But you let me start it, and that was insane.
Yeah.
Very different for sure.
I have to ride it, and there's a couple of surprises that are waiting for you.
Yes. Oh, I know about the surprises. That one I'm very excited for. I can't wait. I can't imagine how you feel.
Yeah. No, you'll do the unveiling for it.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's an honor. I would love to be there. All right, guys. I'll check out for this video here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And introducing my new friend on the channel. So
see you later.
See you guys.